If you've never heard of DTube or Steemit, great, carry on with your life. If you have heard of them and you are using them, stop. Stop, like right now, stop. And if you have stuff on there, can I recommend you go there now and delete it fairly sharpish. Oh, you can't. Okay, for those that don't know, DTube is a YouTube alternative, and by God, we need a YouTube alternative. Let's be honest, we all know YouTube is broken, the algorithm is screwed, all that, right, we know that, okay? And you look at DTube and you think, crikey, it looks like YouTube, it feels like YouTube, this could work. Connected to DTube is a site called Steemit, which is a blogging platform. So as DTube is their version of YouTube, Steemit is their version of Medium or WordPress. So far, so good. It all runs on the blockchain. Stop, don't go anywhere. Right, I know it's boring as shit. So, it's paired on the blockchain. And what happens is, when you write content for Steemit or you put a video on DTube and people watch it and interact with it and recommend it, you get points which can be converted to cryptocurrency. Don't go anywhere. Think of them as nectar points. That's it. You get nectar points. But it's not that everyone who comes up and presses like gives you one nectar point, because it's also tied into the reputation of the person who's liking. So if they regularly interact with the platform, their one press of a like may give you kind of the equivalent of 100 nectar points. And what this means is, or rather the concept behind what this means is, people can't just come on, set up phony accounts, fake actors, all that stuff, spam things and get things higher in the rankings, because it's all kind of tied in on itself. It kind of does, it's like, it does that, you know what I mean? And kind of, so it's a bit weird, but it actually makes a lot of sense. So you think, well, Dave, what's wrong with that? That's great. Yeah, it is, but wait. Let's say you want to delete something. You've put something up in error. You want to delete it. You can't. You can't. Seriously, you can't. And you might think, well, that's okay. Bear with me. We'll get to that. If you want to edit something, say you're a scientist and you wrote a post 5 years ago on Steemit, and you've got some new evidence. So you want to put at the start of this post, oh, hold on folks, this is an old post, actually some new evidence has come to light, so there's a new post here. Here's the old one for reference, but the new post is here. You can't edit it. Seriously, you can't. After 7 days of a post being on Steemit or a video being on YouTube, they are fixed. You cannot edit them, you cannot delete them. Now, you may go running over to the YouTube search bar or even the DTube search bar and type in, how do I delete a DTube video? And it will tell you. You go to Steemit because it's all connected together. You go down and you click delete. But that delete button only exists for the first 7 days. And even then, it might not be the whole 7 days. It might only be 2. After that time, that content is fixed forever. If your brain isn't already going, that's really bad. We'll get there in a minute. I've reached out to DTube and Steemit to say, have I got this wrong? I'm fully aware I could have this wrong. I can't find a link on their website which gives you a chance to email someone or even send a message to someone, which is worrying. I found out through a bit of research the name of a guy who's kind of connected to DTube, and I found him on Twitter, and I messaged him on Twitter, no response. That straight away rings alarm bells. If you're not sitting there going, oh my God, these platforms are really bad, let me explain the problem. We'll start with the easy one. As I've said, you could be a scientist who's written a paper and you want to make an edit. Just to say, actually this is out of date now. There's a new one. And you can't. And you must agree that's bad. Yeah? However, let's take this a bit further. Let's say you're on the downswing of a major psychotic episode and you put some rather embarrassing posts up on Steemit or some embarrassing videos on DTube, and when you get better you think actually that's not really helping anybody, I need to delete them. And actually that's your right. It's your stuff at the end of the day. No, you can't. It's there forever. It's very easy to set up an account on these. It's literally an email address. There's no verification. There's no warning when you upload content to say it will be there forever. You just set up an account and away you go. So, you're 13 years old. You put up some embarrassing posts. You put up some embarrassing videos. You reach 20 and you think, oh, these keep coming up. I'll delete them. If you live in the EU, that's actually your legal right. DTube and Steemit, no, it's there forever. But let's go a bit further. Their argument behind this is that you as a content creator, this is making you more precious about what you upload, because it's going to be there forever. There's a slight flaw with that. You only need an email address to create an account. You could have a rather nasty split with a partner. You could set up a fake email account, go on DTube, go on Steemit, set up a fake account using that fake email account, and you could post sexually explicit pictures and videos of your ex-partner. Revenge porn. Around the world, countries are wise to this and are starting to bring in revenge porn laws. Even if there isn't a law where you live about revenge porn, morally, you must think that is a really underhand thing to do. And the victim, your partner, should have every right when those pictures or videos appear online to go to these websites and say, take it down. And you know what? In the EU, you have that right. In the EU, you have the right, because of something called GDPR, to have any data stored about you by any company in the world, to have it removed, because that's your legal right. DTube and Steemit? Nah. Someone posts revenge porn of you? Tough. You can't get rid of it. This got me thinking, what if there's a court order? You know, if revenge porn appears on even a porn site, if there's a court order, that site will have to take that content down. DTube and Steemit say, no, it's impossible. And that's what they say, because it's in the blockchain. Say, you can't edit the blockchain. That's the whole power of the blockchain. You can't edit it, so it can't be taken down. But let's go a bit darker, shall we? Let's say someone sets up a fake email address. Let's say someone sets up a fake account on DTube, on Steemit, and uploads child pornography. If that slips under the net for the first 7 days, or even the first couple of days, DTube and Steemit say that that is there forever and can never be deleted. And this is because in DTube and Steemit's eyes, this only looks bad on the person who posted it. There is so much wrong with that. It's perpetuating the abuse of the child. That child, even if they're grown up to be an adult, should be allowed to get that content removed. It's fucking illegal. DTube and Steemit, no. But don't worry, because it's hurt the reputation of the uploader. Bullshit. Utter bullshit. Even if you don't care about any of that, let's say you're really into the blockchain, so you are part of it. So what happens is, with the blockchain, it's stored on computers all around the world. So you can go in and kind of say, okay, I want some of it stored on my computer. And that makes it hacker proof. And that's what makes it so that you can't tamper with it. Oh, isn't it wonderful? Yeah, but if someone has uploaded child porn, that means you've got child porn on your computer. good luck explaining that to your local law enforcement. Yeah, well, it's not mine. It's on the blockchain. Police will be like, yeah, so it's going to be removed. No, we can't remove it, you see, because it's on the blockchain. What utter fucking bullshit. And you could bet your arse this guy might not have responded to my questions. I wonder if he'd respond to the police or the FBI. From every conceivable angle, DTube and Steemit have this wrong. They are placing an enormous amount of trust in the uploaders and in the uploaders wanting to preserve this concept of respectability on the platform. They can still set up a fake email account, they can still set up a fake account on there, and they can still upload anonymously and do heaps of damage to people. And DTube and Steemit are just not answering any queries about this. This seems incredibly dangerous. I really, really hope I'm wrong. I hope that tucked away somewhere there's some way of deleting these videos after 7 days, or some way of deleting these blog posts after 7 days. So, DTube, Steemit. If you know I'm wrong, please, for pity's sake, put it in the comments. Tell me. I will issue another video as soon as humanly possible to point people to that. Hell, I can even edit the end screen of this video to point to the new video that corrects. You see, because I can edit, because that's a good thing.